Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome back to the SHIB update today. And SHIB is rallying at 2541 at the moment, and Bitcoin is looking for a retracement. Probably we're looking at altcoins to bleed little by little, and SHIB is also bleeding just a little bit. And right now, what can I say? SHIB is up at one resistance. You know, previously SHIB has not been able to cross that resistance, and I'm going to tell you which resistance this is. And if I take the line here and drop the line right there, you can see that this is one resistance that SHIB has pumped to, and it has failed big time to actually cross that resistance. Can it do it in the future? Hopefully. We're meant to see SHIB breaking above and actually continue to go higher, but at least for now it does look like SHIB is having a huge struggle. So one touch rejection here, one touch rejection right there, and we might actually start to see for another retracement. And of course there's one more thing here, and that is the Bitcoin future CME gap, and I'm going to be talking about this for quite some time. I can see that the CME gap is normally something that actually does get filled. Now, for example, we saw one CME gap which was right down here. The market was rallying to the upside, and then it came down to fill the CME gap. I just want to give you this little bit of a practice so that I can up your trading game as well. And here it is. Let's actually do some few CME gap exercises here. So we saw another one which was right over here. This CME gap happened, the market was rallying up, it came down, made another gap, but these two gaps are actually filled eventually, right? We pumped to the upside, we filled the gap, and then we dumped to the downside just to fill the gap. Another gap happened right over there, right? So the market went down, and then we pumped back up to fill the gap, which was pretty obvious from that point. And then where else do we find any other gap in here? So I'm just going to kind of cancel that. Okay, and then we can see that this is one more gap that has been created. Now there could be an instance where you do something like move sideways a little bit, pump a little bit, and then come down, fill the gap, and then absolutely take off next year or maybe in December. And that's how I see things for Bitcoin. Now Bitcoin is of course going to affect SHIB on the other hand. So if I do go back here and open up the SHIB pattern here, and let's actually dive into the daily first of all, and you can see that we do have some bearish reversal candles. So these two candles here combined are actually bearish, and they show that the market can potentially reverse to the downside. Secondly is the 4-hour time frame, and if I show you the 4-hour time frame here, I'm going to remove this candle and remove the line here and show you the RSI. So right now as we speak, we have a divergence. The prices are pretty much climbing, to the upside. So from here we're moving up like that, and then on the RSI we're moving all the way to the downside just like that. So this is a bearish divergence, and this bearish divergence can create a problem moving forward. And now where exactly can you really drop down to? There are chances maybe of even looking at SHIB retracing as low as 1966 or 1950 region, because it's a place where you just broke above and didn't really retest. So you might actually drop for the retest and then pump back up in the future in December again. I'm not saying the pump is over. I think we are far from over from the bull run. Maybe the people are going to cash out right now thinking that we have some really good profit, it's time we exit the market, and then they walk away. But I think we're just getting started. I think you have seen nothing. Bitcoin dominance is about to reverse down, and when the dominance reverses down, we're going to see one hell of a ride with altcoin as well. And that's all for the video on SHIB. I'm going to see you in the next one. Love, peace.